Jan Wayne Swayze presents the FREE99 podcast. Be sure to follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Twitch, Instagram. Shout out to all the sponsors, shout out to all the listeners.
All of them.
Jan in the building, no Mike. Rommel in the building.
My dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well. And I forgot the rest of it, but that's it.
I'm the good homie Gus Customer Service, episode 156. And Rommel, could you introduce our very special guest on episode 156 of the FREE99 podcast?
Gus.
Come on.
I would love to introduce them, but I can't do them justice.
Justice.
I need you to do me a favor, man. Okay, I'll try. This is the man behind the scene, in front of the scene, is the scene, makes the scene, supplies the scene. This is Justoner, Justin Aquino, everybody.
Thank you. Look at you. I looked at you. Thank you, Just, for pulling up.
So
Yes.
I talked to this man about what he actually does, and I still cannot get a grasp on the entire. I always miss a few. So please, sir,
oh man,
if you may, what do you got brewing?
What do I got brewing right now?
Who's
the man?
Shit's off.
Who is the man?
My gosh, we just came off of an amazing Black Friday.
Oh right.
Series World Tour. We dropped couple, clothing, some hoodies, some hats,
fire,
some t-shirts.
I'm a little salty. I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting. Okay, so, I was waiting until payday and shit. And then they sold out of the olive hoodie, and he told me outside I got a little choked up, but yeah, it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So you got clothing. What else you got?
I got clothing, creative direction, cannabis, events. A meat company that we specialize in Wagyu.
So you can say then that Justoner has the richest meats of the land. I do.
He's a Swiss Army knife out here.
I have the most foreign meats you could find from Australia.
Hello.
Any foreign kind of animals? Besides
mostly cow.
Okay.
A little bit of caviar.
Oh.
So you dabble in the sea.
I do a little bit, but no, not like fish or anything.
No chicken of the sea.
No,
this is real.
I'm gonna holler at you to see how much human meat costs, though. I know there's a market for it. So what else? So you got the meats, you got the parties, you got the cannabis, creative director.
Let's start with
clothing. Yeah. What else?
Well, let's start there. Creative director,
So I mean, for a bunch of brands, kind of working behind the scenes. So I started a company called 14 Social with one of the guys that owns SP2.
Yeah.
Okay. And pretty
located
much
in San Jose.
Located in San Jose. And we basically put together, a consultation for other brands that maybe need help in the social media realm.
Okay.
Wow.
They might need help just kind of organizing their brand and making their digital footprint look correct. You look at some of these brands that are trying to get off the ground, and sometimes it's all over the place because it is difficult to have the podcast, then have the Facebook, then have the YouTube, and all these things. Yeah, Friendster. Zanga.
We still have to have the music playing in the background when you open the MySpace.
Asian Avenue.
Exactly.
Are we digging?
Let's go there. Let's go there.
I was on all that shit.
My initial Xbox profile.
Make sure your blog spot is correct and
easy
and all these things.
All the different fonts.
Yeah, exactly. I learned how to code on MySpace. Don't act like nobody did.
For real though. No, really.
For real, dude.
For real though.
I got into my current job strictly because of my experience in video games.
Copy and paste.
Straight up, because it just makes sense, right? It makes sense to us. Just like I'm sure the generation before us, they're all steel mill workers. They could probably start a fire out of nowhere.
Right.
That's just what we grew up with. I have to give an example of just this man's just his heart, number one, and also just what he does. I had the pleasure of traveling with him in Mexico, and on the way to the airport, the driver, he was excited, kind of talking shit, just shooting
in Mexico.
In Mexico,
okay.
Just shooting the shit, saying that basically he wants to get out of this company because he wants to start his own stuff, right? And he showed us all everything, and Justin was like, all right. He was like, damn, and I was sitting all the way in the back. And I didn't think Just really like gave a shit, to be completely honest with you. But he took down his information, and this man like, he's like basically helped him like get, like he said, start like that, put that digital footprint in there, make sure that like it's attractive, right? And it brings that. And I was just like, fuck, man, that's like,
you can't turn that off, huh?
No, but let me tell you this. This guy did not follow up with me. And I was in his DMs like, yo, I will build a website for you for free.
For free.
Out of the goodness of my heart. Because I said, you know what? In December, I'm going to have a little bit of time because, like, right now, things are starting to just, like, all right, what are we doing for 23?
Yeah.
What are we, like, preparing for 23?
Jordan.
You know?
That's the Jordan year.
That's the Jordan year. It's a big year. If you are from the 90s, or you born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s.
Look at that, man.
Look at that.
But he's wearing pennies, though, so
Yeah,
don't look at the shoes. He's wearing pennies.
Oh, my God.
What was the story?
What is that?
We Googled it. No, we Googled it. There was legit one game where he wore pennies. I forgot the reason.
I think his shoe broke during the game, and then
What year is that?
93.
Yeah,
we'll go.
Oh, yeah, we need a fact. Come on, Jan. Come on. So, I mean, just out of the goodness of your heart, on vacation.
And he didn't follow up with you.
No, he didn't hit me back. And I mean, I get it. You know, like it's overwhelming.
It scares people because they have to see how much work they have to put up. And then thing is, like, you're about to build a website. He's like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I want to leave. He doesn't have the down to buy the next bus or something.
The craziest part was that he was telling us that he was making something like
$15.
$15 a day. Like, just from these, like, I mean, yeah, they were just driving this dude and making him work for $15. And that, I mean, Rommel, shout out Rommel for paying for that, but I know it's not $15.
Shout out to Teresa. Love you, baby.
So yeah, I mean, it's not a $15 ride. It's like a $100 ride, $150 ride.
Just out of the goodness of your heart. So I can't wait till there's like that. You know, you're just walking down the street and there's that kid who's like, I wish I had exotic meats. And then you're just like, walk to my deli. I'll show you, man, bro.
So we're gonna test the reach of this podcast, and if this guy is listening, I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna say, hey man, do you remember what it was called?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
It was like he used to be telling me about like some like people who were like beating each other up in the back of the car.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. As I was opening up the beer while he's driving out like crazy.
But we made the Instagram though, like where he has like a picture of us on the Instagram with beers. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He didn't even have IG yet.
No, he had the IG with like one follower.
But it was in Mexico, so he had the IE.
No, How important is social media to what you do?
Oh, it's everything. You know?
And just backpacking on this, we're like, we come from an era to where when we were clubbing, it was paper flyers
for sure.
Hell yeah.
We had to be. We're foot soldiers. We had to be out there in front of in front of the fucking front of each club. Have a bunch of people out in front of each club at like 1:30 ish, so you catch the outside crowd, and it comes to where. Like as you guys said, like it went to Friendster and then MySpace, and then Facebook and transition to Instagram to where people don't have to be outside anymore.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted, speaking about being outside, like, you know, this is what you just listed off right now is your current work.
Yeah, this is what I've been doing.
This is not including the work you've done in the night scene. Yeah,
which is like also crazy where, you know, so I got married in 2020 during the heart of the pandemic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I thought that was going to be like me retiring. Like, okay, let's lay this to bed.
Focus on the meat.
Focus on, you know, my exotic meats.
Hey, you weren't the only one focused on that exotic meat that night. Shout out to Hamza.
But, you know, like there was just different plans. Like 2020 happened. Yeah. I was in the Philippines and got stuck because
COVID?
Because a volcano erupted.
Oh.
And
wait, hold on. I'm sorry. In the middle of COVID, you got stuck in the Philippines not because of COVID, a pandemic, but because of a volcano.
Yeah, so December 31st, we fly to
2019.
2019, we fly to Philippines for one of my good friends' weddings.
Okay.
And then we're out there till the 14th of January, and they're telling us, we don't know if we have flights for you until February.
Wow. And you're supposed to leave mid-January.
Yeah, because of this volcano.
So you're basically wearing that same barong all week long.
Dude, I bought bench underwear that was extra large that felt like a medium.
Shout out to Ben Chan.
Oh, yeah. You know what, Bench? I don't know how you still strive in the ceremony, but I like it.
The ceremony?
Yo, so the bench underwear was mad tight for these like extended days. Shit. And I just had to bite the bullet and get it done at Resorts World. But anyways, yeah, so we're stuck. We're stuck, and I'm like, man, I need to get home.
Right.
Because I was still on tour with a car company that I was working with.
Shout out to car company.
Shout out to them, kinda.
Yeah.
But you know, so I was like, I gotta get back. I have to go to Hawaii and I have to go to Texas.
Oh, brother.
This is all like 2020.
This is all 2020.
Damn, poor you, dog.
I know, right? And then, you know, during all that time, I'm like, man, I gotta get home. But had I known that we weren't gonna move for, 2 years, I would have stayed in the Philippines and just chilled.
You would have sat still, huh?
I would have sat still.
You would have ended up molding your body to that medium-sized bench underwear.
For sure. Or
start a business out there.
Oh yeah, dude, started like an extra, started big guy underwear out there.
Or I would have had so much crispy pata that like they would have to send me clothes because the food out there is just outstanding.
I'm just trying to imagine the different type of exotic meats you'd have out there, fam.
Like what?
I don't know, caramel.
they like slugs or like snakes from like a tree. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Or like eels from a tree.
Oh, like like.
Not unagi.
Yes, unagi.
So you were in the Philippines. You got out. What did the rest of 2020 look like for you? Because majority of your business thrives off of being outside and group settings.
Yeah, so back to what I was saying, like 2020, I thought I was going to retire. I thought I was going to say, hey, you know what? I had a great run and all this club stuff, and, it's going to...
You too shorted us.
Yeah.
Last album.
Exactly. And, like, the thing was that I kind of still love it. And then, like, I stopped drinking for, like, fucking 8 months.
Oh, good shit.
So then I was just like, I could be able to be in the club without drinking and just be all about the money, but not be too annoyed where you're like, I want to get out of here. Like,
yeah, that's tough, dude. I just recently had some friends who were, like, doing, like, a sober November, and we were at a party, and I was like, and I got there, like, around, like, 9:45. I was like, what's up, y'all? They're like, hey. I was like, the fuck? And then by 10:30, they're like, all right, we're gonna head out. I'm like, damn, you're at that point of not drinking. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I ended up like just knowing that I still kind of have something to offer, and I still have a passion for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna really like halt myself on it just yet.
What was your first club or like dance that you hosted or like threw?
July 29th. 2002, excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just turned 21 around that time, right?
I don't know. I was like 19.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like,
I
was just telling the bouncers, like, yeah, I'm 21.
It's good, yeah.
They're not going to check. I already give them
your voice? I can't imagine.
Like, hi. Hi, Mr. Bouncer.
That sounds like a Talk Boy commercial from Home Alone. Hi, kids. We're all
I was just hitting the camcorder and talking to them the whole time. No, but
what club was it?
It was at Snowdrift.
Ooh. I loved Snowdrift.
Yeah, it was the best
because it was 18 and up,
right.
And then the rooms were separated.
Right.
Some of the bartenders, if you're not seeing them, they had heavy hands. But Snowdrift was a nice spot.
It was great.
It was a nice spot. I liked Snowdrift.
Now it's a UCSF extension.
2002,
it is, right?
I was 18. I don't think I was even...
How old were you?
20. Actually, no, 2002. What month?
July 29.
Oh, my my dad just passed away. Yeah. Shout out to you, Pops. Love you.
Shout out, Pops.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, but no, but keep going ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to fucking give this.
So
sorry, dog.
thanks,
So your first club actually was in the city.
Yeah. So I mean, I was out in San Francisco. Somebody had brought me my coworker. Like I was working just a regular.
What was that regular job?
Yeah,
I was working at like Blockbuster.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Blockbuster.
So you're still working at all the cool fucking places? Like, how is that even possible?
Jurassic
It's not
Park
like
on
you're like,
deck.
hey, what's up, man? I got this Jurassic Park and I got this flyer, so pull up.
Harry and the Andersons is good.
You like mounds or almond joy? I got you.
I got this Red Vines for you, girl.
No, you know what? No shout out to Red Vines. I still eat you, but I don't know why.
Oh, I love that shit.
Really?
Dude. It's like my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Better
Red
than
Vines.
Twizzlers.
Way better.
Way better than Twizzlers.
What about the
Yeah.
Hawaiian Punch ones they sell at like Walgreens?
I'm not up on that,
No.
Bro.
Man.
Welcome to the FREE99 podcast.
Yeah, so I mean, we had that party. It was on a Monday night, with like two of my childhood best friends, and like we just rocked and we
Who were
never
the
looked back.
DJs?
It was the last who I went to high school with, John Lorenzo, who I went to high school with, then Remy Reminisce, and then Jay Espinoza was on that card. We had to sneak him in. He was like 16.
He was a wild DJ for the Doghouse.
Yes.
He was, yeah.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I
Jay
remember
Espinosa.
seeing his work on like the Red Bull thing.
Oh yeah,
He was
he was young then.
he was
young.
like 16. So there's like young kids.
He's like A-Track, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So he was like, we snuck him in. It was on a Monday, and we had like 250 people.
On a Monday.
It
was in July though. That's good shit in July.
July for sure.
But that's a Monday in July.
Monday, July. I passed out like 10,000 flyers for like 2 months.
In 2002.
Copy World flyers.
No, PS Print.
PS Print.
Shout out PS Print.
Shout out to PS Print.
PS Prince. Hold on, that was the one on Mandela.
Yeah.
That was the plug.
Damn. So I mean, do you have an incredible memory about like all of these parties? Do you remember that one party that just fucking like sold out, kind of like the biggest party you ever threw?
I mean, there's a bunch, but I think the biggest thing that I want to say after this was that we thought we were on top of the world. And we had thought that, like, this is it. We're good. We're killing it.
Right.
And then we throw the next party and invest all the money back into the party and lose it all.
Was it a Monday again? Maybe that's what
No, it was on a Thursday.
Ooh,
and
that's a College Friday.
Yeah, and it was in San Francisco at Club Diesel.
Where was Club Diesel?
It was on Gerald Street.
Diesel.
22486 Gerald.
Was that the one all the way in the end?
Yeah, it was like right by all the taxis.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So
See, I don't remember. I don't recall.
That was an 18 up club too. It was 2 floors.
It was 2 floors.
Yes.
So we had seen what Brian V and Romeo were doing over there, and we were like, man, we could do this too. Put all the money back into it, and I lost everything.
Damn. But it's kind of, is that what it was back then? I'm sure you kind of learned the fluctuations of each like party that you know. So it's not like a gamble every time, right? It's more of a conservative. That's
a callus you build though.
Yeah, that's something that kind of happens with time.
Right.
Like you're saying, like the second time we thought we were just gonna we were like, oh, same formula, same idea,
right,
same brand, and like my brand was tight. For some reason, we wanted to call it Virgin, and then like we had like these like really sleek flyers.
Yeah.
My cousin had kind of like, he was like a San Francisco dude, so he had like really kept it like San Francisco sleek colors. Like it just looked nice.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm gonna send you guys the flyer.
That's what's up.
How do you feel about that right now? Because I mean, you're still thriving over at SB2. I see all the parties you throw, but like San Francisco has lost its fucking like.
Yeah.
It's like the nightlife is like it's almost non-existent, you know? Like it wasn't like the Empire Room.
No.
It wasn't like a Polling Lounge.
No.
Mighty.
No.
You know, like all of those places. 330 Rich. Fuck, man. I remember almost getting into a fight trying to get in there to watch Pusha T. Like it's not like that. Like
City Nights was not City Nights, Envy.
Yeah,
Envy in the heydays.
Yeah, and then like, where do I go on Tuesdays to listen to reggae now? Like, I can't even go to Milk Bar.
Is there Milk not open no more?
I think, but I don't know. They probably have fucking spoken word or avocado toast.
Shout out to Joe Weiser.
Damn.
I mean,
Joe Warrior Shelter.
Shout out those guys.
They definitely don't have reggae on Tuesdays, right?
That I don't know. I
hope.
I haven't stepped out in a long time. The last time I stepped out wasn't like Oakland.
Yeah.
See, Oakland is thriving, dude.
Do you like Oakland?
I'll be honest, I haven't been. But I watched.
It's thriving, though. It's thriving.
You know how I know it's thriving? Everyone's like, "Yo, we about to go party in Oakland." I'm like, "Damn, I'm good."
Yeah, San Francisco's tough right now. I think the state of the city is just kind of in a bad place.
Yeah,
people don't feel safe.
It lost it pre-pandemic though. Like probably 5 years before the pandemic.
Right.
All like the hip hop parties moved.
Right.
Yes.
Moved. I could even tell you like some of the major like nice clubs. What was it? Infusion. They won't play hip hop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but I think you made a
Temple.
you made a great point though, because it's like, I think at one point prior to the pandemic, everyone was trying to make a fucking Vegas style club, right?
Yes. And like, so San Francisco has always been known as like a house area.
Yeah.
But the community of San Francisco was good when it was cheap, when people could actually live there, when the people weren't. And like, I always say that the gentrification and like the tech bro really ruined the culture around it. You know, that's why when Oakland started to be busy was because all those people started to live out there.
Because they got pushed out of the city.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then the Tuesday parties aren't in San Francisco, they're in Oakland because that's where the DJ could afford to play.
Right.
Or afford to live, excuse me.
Too many flybirds in the fucking bottle service tables.
All those Flybird, the Tech Bro Air Force One, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, Tech Bro Air Force Ones.
Freebird, is it Freebird?
Freebirds, Flybirds.
Yeah.
What are Flybirds?
They're like plain ass looking Yeezys, right?
Nah, not even plain ass. Yeah, basically.
Oh man.
I remember when I felt SF lost it was when you couldn't park on Broadway anymore. Because when you could park on Broadway, it was kind of like, oh, I got a spot right in front, pull up, and then it was like a zone. Like everyone could just walk around and just be outside, right, and not be in the club. Like Sake Lab was popping.
Dude, like, that whole fucking era was so amazing.
Yeah.
And if there could be like some sort of rebirth or something without the bipping or without all of the safety concerns, that would be amazing. But it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I think it'll take like a good 10 years, and by that time, like we're just gonna be like, you know what, like it is what it is.
I'm gonna be explaining to my like grandkids what a CD is. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's gonna be fucked up.
How'd you end up in San Jose, in the San Jose clubs?
So because San Francisco, there was a really like big barrier of entry as far as like there were people that were really holding it down.
Yeah.
And so they already had their instilled parties and events.
That's funny that you said that. I recognize that. Like people had their set cliques that they only associated with. There was like at least 3 heavy ones in SF, and then you could sneak into like a rawhide to do a party. You know
exactly. So like because of that, you know, and I'm young. I'm only like 21, 22.
With 2 years in already, though.
With 2 years
Handsome
in.
as fuck.
Helly Hansen, the mini mansion.
Ooh. But yeah, and that too. Like, you know, we were from the East Bay. I grew up in Hayward. So
shout out to the stack.
We were always like, I think dressed a little different.
You guys didn't puff your shoes out there?
Kinda. Not really. Not too much.
Really?
But there's a lot of North Face.
Yeah, North Face for sure.
A lot of North Face. A lot of stealing back where I was from.
Yeah.
So like everybody was dipped. Averex jackets.
At the outlets, that North Face outlet on Berkeley. We're just talking
Berkeley was getting hit.
Shit, dog.
And like it would just be like, you know, you just pull up like there's like somebody's house and they have in the back Averexes, Jordans, North Faces, like all that. So we were dressing a little different, and I don't think people were taking me that serious because also I'm like 5'5" on a good day. So like I'm coming up to these people, like these owners, like, hey, what's up? And they're like, nah, little kid, like we kind of got it moving already.
Wow.
So
fuck those guys.
So yeah, I ended up in San Jose because a lot of my friends were going to San Jose State.
Okay.
Wow.
So they were like, hey, like, why don't we check some spots out here? And I was like, all right, cool, like, let's do it. So we were able to get into this place called Deep, and that's kind of like what kicked off these Thursday events out there.
Yeah.
And so like I literally ran Thursday nights for like almost 8 years.
Yikes.
Consistently.
Years.
And like it was like a combination of myself, this one guy, they were called Mass Productions, and then they kind of had fell off, and then I actually connected with Alex Rototo, who's like the dudes that's known for like The Rock,
right,
Platinum, like all the big brand stuff.
Platinum.
Yeah, like all the big brand stuff in San Francisco. And, you know, he kind of helped me to, like, organize and being able to, like, book bigger talent.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever met him, and you guys should get him on the podcast, he's a larger-than-life personality. So every time he spoke, people will listen. Right. So we were able to be like, hey, you know, we're going to bring Guapale out. We're going to bring Pusha out. We're going to bring, like, all these artists out. And they're like, you're going to put your own money up? Like, yeah, we'll put our own money up. And we were making these clubs on a Thursday night, like 20 to 30,000 at the bar.
And the club just had to take care of the insurance, right? Because they're live performance.
We were taking care of the insurance.
You were too?
But it's only like $100.
Is it one of those things where they're like, you could either take like a percentage of the bar or you could take the door or something like that?
So, like at that time when I had came in, because Thursday night at the time wasn't like a big night.
Right.
It wasn't the college night that you know today, which is not even there anymore. Like the Thursday night is slow.
I usually just have like a Truly and play video game.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
So the Thursday...
Blockbuster night.
Shout out to you, Hot Shots Golf.
Yeah, so like the Thursday night, back then, it was a slow night. So we came to one of the owners and was like, hey, you know what, give us the door. But because we're only going to be charging like a couple bucks, we were charging $3.
Hold on, I can see where this is going. So you got the door and the bar.
So I was like, hey, shoot us 15% of the bar. And then I was like, but...
Which is actually generous, though. That's a generous...
Very generous.
Yeah, that's generous.
So we had like this sliding scale thing where like, okay, if it does this, then we get this. And if it does that, and then if we like are hitting like these home runs out the park.
And what age is this?
I'm like 23, 24 now.
God damn.
So like, yeah. And then I said, okay, so I want that. And then, this company, Huff, is sponsoring me. They weren't. But
you were all that shit.
But I was like, this company Huff is sponsoring me, and you got to let in everybody with these H hats.
Oh shit! I thought you'd be like, and I need you to line up at Huff and get these hats for me.
So
sponsor this drop.
So like, you know, like we would have. So they were like, okay, we'll let the kids in with the Huff hats. You know, we'll give you this amazing deal. And then I had like the coolest kids in there, like Mega and Sweets and Jay Billion and like
shout out to all y'all.
Shout out to all these dudes, and they were to come out to San Jose because there was nothing going on in San Francisco.
No, that's true.
This is pre-PST.
Yes.
Yeah. This is pre-PST. Sure.
Yeah.
I think it was like a little overlap, but. Like they would come out just to change the scenery because, you know, San Jose is notoriously known for having
AZNs,
ABGs,
ABCs.
What else?
ABS, CBN.
ABS.
No, but they have Latinas though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, San Jose.
And they love Asian guys.
We'll talk off line, but I want to hear about that.
That was a different era because that, like, you talking about the Huff hats, that era, a lot of clubs in Frisco were not fucking with fitted hats.
Really?
Yeah. Like
at that point, yeah, that's true.
The only club that will let you rock in with fitted, probably around that time was like Milk.
330 Ridge.
330 Ridge, maybe
Mighty.
Pole Lang, but it was called Storyville.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back then.
That's right, Storyville.
And then that was
Minna was
Minna.
Fuck, Minna, dog.
Minna didn't get cracking though till like almost like mid to late 2000s,
2010s.
right?
Yeah, throwback Saturdays, fucking every Thursday. Dog, I own that smoking
Yeah,
section.
so like that was the thing. Like that era that we're talking about, like 05, 06, was like the super like wear your baptism gear to the club.
Yeah. Slacks and click clacks.
Slacks and click clacks.
As Gus would say, your hard bottom shoes.
Hard bottom slacks and click clacks.
And we were like, hey, it's a Thursday night. Like, let's keep it laxed. You know, like these people that are coming out, they're not wearing baggy jeans. They're wearing like fitted clothes. Yeah, wearing Evisus.
Right.
Like,
Suicide jeans.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, it's like...
Red monkey.
Red monkeys.
Red monkeys.
I don't know what that penguin brand. What was it? I don't know. Anyways, so
back to your point.
Yo, but basically, though, because I forgot Penguin Classics. I saw it on the back. All right,
Paul Smith.
I don't know. I was reading a different.
Paul Smith is the monkey, right?
No, but yeah, I mean, like people would follow like J. Billy Mega. They would follow him to the clubs, dog, because of the Huff shit.
I mean, imagine how big Huff was at that time, though.
Especially in the city,
and
the Bay Area.
Yeah, the Bay Area. So, like, if you were lining up and you wanted to get, you know, a Huff Quake
size 8,
or
size 8, yeah, rock a size 8. Gus knows.
Size 13.
You see my collection, bro.
Size 13.
You see my Huff?
Yeah,
collection,
no, yeah. Thank you. By the way,
But yeah, you know, you would. It was just part of the culture, and it was just the right time.
So let me ask you. I mean, like,
that's ingenious.
With all of the like parties that you did throw, what was the majority of the music? Like, what type of music?
I mean, yeah, we were just playing what was current, and
like what, like rock? Like when you played Paramore or what?
No,
it was radio shit.
It was radio stuff,
yeah,
and then a lot of like the old school like '90s stuff, and like, you know, Poison will forever be, you know, big anthem in the club for sure. And
so
like,
you have like a love for music that kind of drove you to this path.
Yes. Well, I mean, so like the reason why I even got into throwing parties was because I wanted to rap.
So you know a lot about rap music.
I know a couple things about some rap music.
Well, that's good because
oh, here we go.
It's that fucking time of the day.
All right.
Where
is there a graphic that comes up? Like
we're working on that graphic in route.
Well, I got a little game for you.
All right, let's go.
The title of the game is called an award tour.
Ooh, okay.
By the way, every time that I make these games, I reach out to each guest and I say, hey, we're gonna play a little game. I reached out to just like I did with everyone else, and I said, hey, do you want to play for shots?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no.
Yeah. See, I gotta drive home.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, once you call me a car, like I'm like, yo, let's run the shots, bro.
If I call you a car, I'm just gonna call Marty to come pick you up. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
P-Dot Mario?
Oh, no, Marty is my cousin. Love you, Marty. Shout out to you.
Shout out, Marty.
All right, so November 9th.
Okay.
1993 was a historic day in music.
Dang.
2 groups dropped what is arguably their best body of work. What 2 albums released on this day?
No pressure, dog.
Damn, November 9th. Oh my gosh, dude. There's not a multiple.
Nope, not this one. Actually, not any of them, sorry.
Man, good thing we didn't play for shots.
I know, dude. That would have been so dope.
November 9th resonates with me for the reason of like either a Tupac or a Biggie. So I'm thinking we're going to say Ready to Die.
Ready to Die. Unfortunately. Oh, you didn't even. Okay. That is incorrect. Oh. The 2 albums that dropped that day were Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers and A Tribe Called Quest's Midnight Marauders.
Oh, that's a good one too.
All right, so
if you were to pick one of those albums as top,
Wu-Tang for sure.
What? Forever.
Nah, fuck that.
Forever.
Tribe, baby. We brought the Tribe, baby. Yo,
Tribe's great.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I grew up on the crime side, New York Times side.
You know what? Just the way you looked into my eyes and then recited those lyrics, I just fell in love with it.
And my guys in the snow beach in the video.
And look how you dress right now. By the way, I was FaceTime with Gus earlier, and he had a bandana with the beanie on. I was gonna ask you to wear it today because that shit looked fucking fire.
It was cold.
Yo, that shit looked fire.
Daly
bro.
City is cold. I had a bandana and a beanie.
That shit was fucking fire.
Yeah,
dog.
and you called me out. You said thought it was a do-rag.
Yeah, I thought it was do-rag. More excited now that it's a bandana. All right, so
next,
shout out to Hannah, but some may say that your favorite rapper is Drake.
Ooh.
but it's actually Jay-Z.
Right. There's no Drake without Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah.
There's no
I like that.
Jay has to exist for many reasons.
But there's no Jay without the Fushnikins.
What?
Shout out Shaq.
No, dude. So a lot of people don't know, but Jay-Z used to like have like that kind of like Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, like
Sophie fan, Big Little, whatever.
Right, and it used to be like like the Fushnikins. But anyway, so I digress.
All right, go ahead.
Your favorite rapper is actually Jay-Z. On Drake's album, Nothing Was the Same, Jay-Z and Drake rapped on a song that had Who speaking in the opening track.
Dang, that's a good one.
I'm so washed.
I'm not on the. It's the. Are we talking about the fireworks track? Is it the fireworks track?
Oh man, that's wrong. But that's actually no. That's not. It's.
Oh, is it lighted? No, that's not.
No, it's a Pound Cake. Paris.
Oh, Pound Cake. Yeah, Paris Morton. Yeah.
Pound Cake.
I don't know.
The name of the man was the late jazz man Jimmy Smith.
Oh, wouldn't have gotten that.
Jimmy Smith.
These are good, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Who's beat you on this? Nobody? Anybody?
Lexi,
yeah.
Because it was easy. He was like porno wrestlers.
Yeah, porno wrestler.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, she didn't get Val Venus right.
But she got the next.
That was a weird laugh, by the way. Anyway, so Jay-Z, speaking of Jay-Z, had a notable beef with Nas.
Right.
This birthed gems like The Takeover and Ether. But what was the title of the song that Jay-Z delivered the grimiest line of "Skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on your baby seat"?
I don't know, man.
That was on the rebuttal to Ether called "Super Ugly." Oh, yeah. That line was actually that Jay-Z's mom was like, "You took it too far." This one, I know.
Was that a real incident that happened?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Who would that be? Khalees?
No, it was like it was either an A&R or somebody who worked for Def Jam. Ooh. That Nas. Yeah.
Nas was dating.
Yeah. Bivol or whatever his thing is. You know what they say with Hennessy? Never settle. Anyways.
Hello.
This one I think you'll get. So Ariana Grande teamed up with which singer for the song "Stuck with You" in 2020?
That's easy. Yeah. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Are you telling me, sir, out of all of these questions, with your vast knowledge of hip hop, that you got the Justin Bieber question right?
Good way to set me up, guys.
Why is that, sir?
I want to flip this table, man.
Why is that, Just? Why is that song so important?
Because I danced to it at my wedding.
That was your wedding song.
That's dope.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Hannah. Shout out to you, Hannah. And that is the game.
That was good.
I did. So
that could be like the whole sub genre of like a whole different like show.
Oh, we were talking about some other stuff today.
Always cooking.
Remember the design thing?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well, we always cooking, bro.
Always
we're
cooking.
That's good. Yeah. We just need to add some exotic meats up in this bitch.
But air fry some exotic meats.
One of my favorite releases that you had with series was the one where you flipped individual icons that were like huge to hip hop.
Right.
The Raucous label.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What else was there?
Raucous, Star Trek. Cash Money.
Tower Records.
Bay Area favorites, Get Low.
Hey.
Priority.
Ruckus is a deep cut though.
It is.
Ruckus is sound bombing. That was a deep cut.
Yeah.
Only real heads would have recognized the Razor.
But with his clothing company, he released a hoodie that basically had it said series in the front in the same typography that Tower Records had.
Right.
And then in the back, all of those individual icons flipped saying series, right?
Right, exactly.
Fuck,
so
man.
I don't work alone, so shout out my partners, Ray Rosero and Dirty.
Hybrid Shine?
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
I'm out there a little bit.
I shine. Okay. Yeah. So I grew up with those dudes. Like I was in the studio when like all those albums were made, and like it's always just been. We've always had a think tank.
Was that at Hertz?
No, it was at Hertz, but then we had Low Key Studios.
Low Key Studios.
Shout out my boy A Soul. and like,
I love you, Alvin.
Yeah, see,
yeah, bro.
That's a 106 alone.
Yeah, see, a soul, a soldier out understanding life.
Yep.
A soul, Colorado boy.
Yeah, I know my man's in the cannabis game too.
Tough and snakes.
Yeah, like weird shit like snakes, bro.
See, this shit
Shout out to Jen too.
I have to say, this shit is lovely, man, because, you know, just like when you brought Justin's like your homie from Meriden.
Yeah.
That's like your alum. That's like your brother.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that there was like that connected past.
You're talking about the previous guest.
Justin's
I know
actually
him.
Justin's your cousin.
Do you need it?
Yeah, no, so it's my cousin's cousin.
Oh.
But yeah, like
he's your second cousin removed.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fam too, you know what I'm saying? And like I know those guys like the Joe and the Mike Forrester.
Don't invite them to your party.
And the Dom guys. Like I know all those dudes from like, you know, like one of my best friends growing up, like that was his first cousin. So we would always like be with the OBM here and there. And
there's two amazing things about that. Number one, that we thought that Gus knew him the closest. Apparently, Jan was following him around his entire life.
Yeah, his entire lifestyle. Every restaurant you pulled up.
I think he was like he was working grocery at some dim sum restaurant.
Yeah.
But then also just how like we all have the same passion for music, for clothing, for the scene, and just how closely, like, look at this shit, just how closely knit, like, it's all tied in. It's fucking beautiful, man.
No, it is.
I never got to formally thank him in person because way back in the We Eating days, he sponsored an episode. I actually think it was a Senior Seasick episode. When he was pushing Imperium.
Yes.
And then he gave me a bunch of teas in my size, but the one that I wanted, I didn't get was the Felix the Cat one.
Oh.
That one was such a hitter.
Yes.
Because the person that got it, I was like, you motherfucker, you skinny fuck.
You know what, that shirt was so iconic because not everybody knows why we did it, but it was because of Felix Mitchell, like the biggest drug dealer, to come out of like Oakland,
the town. Yeah.
How hip hop is that, bro?
I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that reference.
I didn't make that question.
But yeah, like the Felix Cat. I mean, there's actually another homie that kind of like ran with our logo, and shout out Will, the creator. But like, it still lives on. Like that actual cat still lives on, you know. But
I just topped you off a bit.
There was also
you want some?
No, I'm good right now. So yeah, Imperium had a do you remember the Black Seal conversation? The conversation y'all had with Black Scale?
Yeah. You really want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, you don't have to. We're like 40 minutes in, but
yeah, for sure. I mean, we could talk about it
if you don't want to. It's okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's old shit.
It's old shit. Like, yeah, dude. I don't know.
Sorry.
Do I want to get into
let's
it?
pass. No,
let's get into it.
Sign up the Patreon.
Oh shit, yo, Jess. I was be honest with you, Jess. I asked him if there's anything you didn't want to talk about. He's like, well, what's the alcohol gets for? And here we are, fucking minute 4.
I don't want to put you on
Golden
blast.
Gate Bridges,
No, like
dog.
there was a shirt that. Okay, so me, Mega, and like Alfred and Sweets were super tight. Like I would
Lion King sound.
I would always hang out with those dudes. Hang out at Alfred's spot. You know, like he had like this little fly apartment.
You would always be at Nick's Crispy Tacos with them dudes.
Yeah.
Remember that shit on Bronco?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I was just hanging out. You know, like we would just like kick it. Like we were folks and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, you know, we were talking about starting brands. And then when I was like, yo, you know what? I want to start my brand while you guys kind of have your thing going. But I needed to be like more representative of like what I want to kind of do. And I had some people that are willing to back me. I had a couple bucks too. And we had kind of put money together. And there was just like so I had came to them and I asked them like, hey, you know, if you guys want, like, we'll put money behind. We met at the BJ's right there, Tanfer. Yeah, and we were talking, and I was like, yo, like,
shout out to you, Pazuki.
I want to do my own brand. I'm just kind of talking to you guys to like tell you, so like nobody feels blindsided. And you know, we're willing to even put money behind what you guys want to do. But you know, it didn't work out. Damn. And everybody kind of went their own separate ways. Because there was Tribute, which was like Sweets and DJ Day, and then Mega had a brand that wasn't named yet. And then like at the Canned Goods event,
Mighty.
No, at Phoenix.
Oh wow, those are fun.
Yeah, so he had brought the whole like industry together, and I think he was already living in LA.
There was a tea that came out with that too, right?
Yeah, there was a tea because I have a tea with my promotion company that's like me, Huff, Diamond, Brown Babies, and then my promotion group.
Damn,
on it,
fuck.
like for a Minna party that we did a long ass time ago.
My 2010 me just got hard, bro. Like just straight up.
So like, yeah, I was just really in the thick of it, and then we just kind of went our separate ways, and then there was just some, I guess, a disagreement. We had fuck your swag, and he had fuck swag, and I had told him like, it's the same thing, man.
That's like a Vanilla Ice when he said he didn't sample the Rolling Stones, right? Where it's like, mine's like doon 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 doon, and then there's like doon 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 doon.
Right, exactly. So I mean, like, looking back at it now, like, that's so long ago.
But I mean, like, that's rough, man.
That was like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
if not longer,
for sure. And I wish that like we kind of like. Because they honestly wanted to get on some street shit, and like I didn't really want it to go there because kind of like we would have won.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that I really respect is that, I mean, like, you have a lot of like time that's been put into all of this, right?
For sure.
And then it's like, you know, there's been bridges that have been burned.
Definitely.
There's been bad deals, but at the end of the day, you're still fucking striving, dog.
I'm trying.
How many streetwear companies are selling exotic meats?
Not a lot, but you know, like, so I mean, it is what it is. There was some beef. We ended up doing great things. People were upset because we had brought like a tiger to Magic during that era.
Yeah, fucking Magic.
Yeah, damn,
man.
And like, you know, we caused a lot of waves.
That's when Magic was popping.
Super popping.
Yeah.
You know, like. We
Mighty
had
Healthy, all of them brands.
all
back
that,
in the day,
you know,
too.
like
10 Deep. You got
Mashuka.
fucking, yeah. Oh, Mishka. Yeah.
I don't know what that shit was.
You got fucking Orisu, dog. You know what I'm saying? God, dude, that was like the heyday, though, man. It's like it seemed like, and this is because, like, you know, again, we spoke about this. Gus was a part of like he had his own streetwear brand. I had mine as well. And it's just like at that point in time, it just felt like everybody could eat.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, everybody could eat with their fucking pastel color t-shirts.
For sure. No, totally.
Yeah, and it's just like, damn, man. It's changed, bro.
No, totally. And like, you know, if I haven't seen Mega in years, but like, you know, there's no bad blood. Like,
you check the message boards? Just kidding. Shout out to you, Mega.
He's doing good. I'm doing just fine, and like, it is
just fine, motherfucker.
You are a promotion devil. You are.
It is what it is, you know, and I think that like without these types of like hardships and like, you know, things you gotta take on, like there's like a lot of life lessons that I learned at a young age, like even prior to like clothing and stuff. Like I almost really threw it in the towel when some girl fell out of a fucking window at one of my parties.
I think it was that. Do you know the name of the girl?
I do.
Is it Maribel?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Don't. I know that Maribel.
You have another.
No, that's we'll skip over that. We'll skip over that. Sorry.
Wow. No, but yeah. So this girl fell out of a window at one of my parties, and like I got sued. I'm like,
fuck, you got sued.
I'm like 25, fighting a fucking case, and like, you know, it's like one of those cases where it's like Big Bank's gonna take Little Bank.
Yeah.
And then like they're not coming.
They're gonna lawyer you to death.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, you know, even if Jan's in the room, you're in the room, and you're in the room, but you're just there, you're getting sued too because you know this guy.
You hear that, Jan? Even if you were breakdancing in the room.
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't care, you're getting sued.
So like everybody.
Was it in San Jose?
No, it was in San Francisco at Club Q.
Club Q.
Yeah. And like, so the building got sued.
That's why they shut down.
No, they just got shut down because they were doing just fine. Yeah, they were doing just fine.
Like not fixing their windows.
Yeah, like not.
Oh, that was a smoking area.
Yeah, because they had the second
it was over
floor.
Market. Yeah,
and like basically, if she didn't hit the awning, she would have died.
I think that's what those awnings are for, though, right?
Not for people to fall out of windows.
Come on,
that's fair.
It's for rain and other things.
Well, I was just trying to put a silver lining on this bitch. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
The multiverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all been a learning curve, dude.
I would have stopped then. After that lawsuit, I'd have been like, all right.
I would have been like,
I'm done clubbing. I would have been
like, we're only throwing events with no smoking sessions.
And one stories.
Yeah, one stories. Or parks. Yes. One stories or parks.
Oh, man. Yeah, so like, I mean, really, like, you really know who your, like, core friends are. Mm-hmm. You know, like, a couple of my buddies, they got, like, dragged in. My buddy Les had to do a deposition.
Yeah.
Damn.
I had to do a deposition, and, like, literally, like, these lawyers were cutthroat. They were trying to, like, get us for anything. I'm like, I'm broke. Like, all my money's in these projects. I'm living at home. Like, you have nothing to get from me.
During that time, this is like, you own a brand, and then you're in a club scene. You really figure out friends and acquaintances. Like, you figure that out. Like, really, really, like, that line is very gray.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And, like, everyone's your friend when you're at the door.
For sure.
Right? Yeah. Everyone's your friend when your hot shit drops.
When they got a huff hat on.
For sure.
Yeah. But then when it comes down to it, and you're in court, and then it's like people are like, "Ooh,
yeah," like
avoiding your calls.
I just want to say real quick, if I ever get deposition because of something that happens on this podcast, I will be there for you.
Okay,
Jan, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right, love you, Jan. Good. Sorry.
No, but yeah, like, you do get to see, like, who's who in that. You know, there was a couple parties that were kind of just like, you know, good luck, bro.
Damn.
And I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Do you think like going through that has given you kind of like a better ability to read folks?
Yes, and I think it's just like assessing what you're gonna do with who, kind of thing.
So are you saying that we can't throw a party with a third floor smoke?
No, definitely not.
It would be me falling out, by the way. Sorry.
Wow, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. I threw a couple parties at Q.
Yeah?
I remember hearing about that. Remember that stabbing that happened around Halloween?
Oh, no.
In the parking lot? No, sorry.
Never mind. Hey, that's
not
a deep
my
cut.
party. Yeah, not my party.
I know whose party that was.
Thank you,
probably. I love that guy, though.
What was your aha moment for the club scene? Because, like, being from transitioning from San Francisco to go to San Jose, and then being like, you're gonna make this, you made that your home base, for everything, and then it's still home base, right?
Right. So what's weird is that I'm kind of in the same building that I was till this day. So Sabor,
it just changed hands.
It just changed hands, and then I had kind of like stayed and like, you know, stayed with the building in a sense. So when they signed the lease, they're like,
"Yeah, come with me." You're like, you gotta take this guy. He has to throw your events.
Well, like, big moment, like, club wise. I mean, all the Vegas stuff that we were able to do.
Damn, you did shit in Vegas though?
For the Manny Pacquiao weekend, boy.
Oh yeah, bro. You gotta tell that. You gotta.
Yeah, that's smart.
Oh man, so that was like, you know, me and Alistair Toto. I'm just tagging along. He's like has a full-blown studio. Clyde Carson, Keith the Sneak, you know, 17 Hertz, Nick Noah, and all these guys are just hanging out, and I'm like, this is down the street from my house in Hayward.
Damn.
I'm trying to just
That's a pretty studio too. The second floor that goes up. Yeah, that's a pretty studio.
I'm just trying to be in there. You know, I'm just hanging out. And then, like, you know, we're starting to do the Thursdays together. And he's like, yo, we're going to go to Vegas, bro. We're going to do this Vegas party because there's this fighter. And I was like, who, Manny Pacquiao? He's like, yeah, how you know about Manny Pacquiao? I was like, man, I seen a fight, Eric Morales in the first one, but he had lost.
Yeah, he lost. He won the second and third one.
And then he won the second and third one.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, we're going to go out there and we're going to throw this party. So we did a party at the Paris Hotel and Casino.
Was this for the Cotto fight?
No, we did that too. But it was the Barrera fight we did.
Whoa, that's early, man.
So, yeah,
damn, that's early. Yeah.
So 2006, we did this party at Paris Hotel and Casino. It was us, and then it was our boys from LA, Usual Suspects, and then it was Hannah and her crew with this dude TK.
Is that when you fell in love?
No, that's not when I fell in love, but that's when I had met her. So
He's always been in love, don't you?
Look at you, smooth ass.
We shooting for the homies, man.
You know, so then we had started kicking that off, but it really got big was like when we did the Cotto fight.
Dude, I went out to the Cotto fight, and we watched at a satellite event, right? I think it was like at Caesars, but it's basically when they pack in like
in the banquet room.
Yeah, in the banquet room, you know? And there's just like rows of chairs, and then it feels like fucking jail because it's all segregated. Yep. Like you'll see like the Mexicans or the Latinos sitting on one side, the Filipinos on another. Everyone goes crazy whenever like they think a hit is like, you know, and they're like, fuck you guys, and we're like, yo, we didn't do anything, but fuck you, dog. And you know, it's crazy.
So like the Cotto fight was something special. That's probably one of the like best parties we've ever thrown in our entire life because everybody thought he was gonna lose.
Yeah,
he's like Cotto's a big guy.
Yeah,
you know,
and he was skilled. He's so skilled. Though.
He was the fucking dude, right?
Yeah. Fought him in his prime. Shout out to you, Floyd.
Right. So then we throw the party at the hottest club, and Privé's a Miami brand. So everything about it is Miami. Like they don't have a line. There's just a sea of people, and you kind of gotta like
Studio 54 and shit.
Yeah. So it was just like
hard bottoms guaranteed.
Yeah, guys like I'm getting
slacks and click clacks.
We would finesse it with the Wallies though.
Shout out to the Whoop.
You know,
Dr. Scholl's.
Dr. Scholl's. I can afford the Wally, so I just have the lugs with the fake beeswax on the bottom. Shout out to you, lugs.
Hard bottoms on the lugs was a different thing.
Fuck, man. So so you threw a party in. I'm gonna assume.
Vegas.
Okay, so you got Vegas, you got San Jose, you got San Francisco. I'm assuming. Let's just count the entire Bay Area.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the Philippines.
Kinda.
Oh, was it like a?
We had like this whole like retreat, but I wasn't like super involved.
Was it like ayahuasca? I'm down.
No. It was like more like a retreat, and like they were trying to make like a week out of it and stuff like that.
A week party?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I don't know the details because it was like one of those things where like, okay, you go to the Philippines, but then I'm like, yo, we're gonna miss like 4 Thursdays, and like Thursdays are just like
money
going crazy.
So you are business oriented in every aspect of your mind.
So
because I would be like, yo, the Philippines.
That's how you eat. That's how he eats, though.
But that's how I'm eating, though.
Yeah.
Like I haven't.
That's true.
I haven't worked like a real job in a very long time.
That's fucking sad, bro.
No, not Blockbuster,
No.
but. Yeah. But it was been a minute. Like I mean, I had like consulting things.
But it's not. But it's again. Like I think I was talking to you outside about this. It's like people assume that if you are just kind of doing your thing, that it's like super easy, right?
Right.
There's nothing fucking easy about like what you're putting down.
Yep.
No, it's hard.
Yeah, but the only difference is that you're not getting paid by somebody else. You're earning that money.
Definitely.
And that has to feel a different way.
1099.
For sure.
Yeah. Only difference that I can see between what I do and what you do is that your boss won't make pupusas. Shout out to you, Juana. I love you. Thank you for making us pupusas yesterday.
So just transitioning a little bit.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved in the cannabis space?
Man, so like, Empire had kind of ended.
Shout out to God's Empire.
Yeah, Empire Room.
Okay, I was going to say Ghazi. Shout out to Godzilla.
No, shout out to Ghazi's killing it.
Ghazi's killing it.
I would love to meet that guy.
See, I'm on a different level. I was like,
just on some side shit. So I actually brought because I brought up Ghazi, and then I brought a bunch of rappers I was working with to 17. Mm-hmm. I had Ray listen to some beats. I had, and this is when Ghazi was just mixing and mastering, and he mastered one of our albums.
Nice.
Yeah, so side note. But yes, so Empire Room is closing.
Empire Room's closing.
I recorded on Fruity Loops.
Shout out Ninth Wonder, dude.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Fuck, goddamn.
No, I mean, yeah, like,
I knew I should've
we
said
were,
that right there.
so like, one of the owners of SP2, he owned Empire Room. He owns a bunch of stuff in San Jose. Like, that guy is kind of like...
Beehive?
No, he doesn't live around the Beehive.
Was it Manessa, buddy?
No.
You know who Manessa is?
No. Okay.
He ran Beehive, and he ran the Ambassador's Lounge.
Oh, man.
Those are the only San Jose clubs I hit up. But go ahead.
No, so like he kind of took me under his wing, and like has always been kind of like looking out for me. And he was like, what's the next move? And I said, yo, I think we should get into cannabis because we know how to build brands. We know how to make things.
What year was this?
Exciting. 2018, 2019.
Wow.
And then 2020, we were able to hook up with another fellow, and then we started doing the delivery during the pandemic.
We all bento? No.
No, we were called Days Dash.
Oh, that's a great name. Branding is everything.
So you really are about the branding. God damn.
That wasn't my idea. I didn't even like it.
It was okay then.
You don't even like the name.
But we ended up running with it, you know, and it was kind of like our introduction to like the space. And then now I'm working with somebody from Dub's Garden, and like I've just been blessed to like be able to like help him. Like I don't have any ownership in Dub's Garden, but we have other projects that we're going to be doing together.
Consulting.
Yeah, so like I help him with like marketing, kind of doing events and doing things like that, and like just, you know, doing all the merch and stuff too, just to like give them a better version of like what a t-shirt should look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like we're able to do that, and then now like we have a huge like grow coming up, so we're gonna have our own facilities, and then we're gonna be launching another brand, which is kind of gonna be my baby. It's gonna be called Gallery. So we're gonna have Gallery Cannabis coming in 2023, and like it's gonna be a vibe.
Boutique weed,
Jordan.
You know. Exactly.
Boutique weed.
All right, so
Gallery. Come on. I need a shooting right now.
I have to. All right, I'm gonna step off topic, but you know, on FREE99, there's a lot of talk about food.
Yes.
Right? Yes.
We found out earlier that you like to drive to Berkeley for Chinese food.
Yes.
What do you drive out here for?
Filipino food.
Hey,
that's a lie.
Why?
I can tell you. There's also something else. Joseph Westlake.
Joseph Westlake.
Joseph Westlake.
I celebrated my birthday at Joseph Westlake.
What do you get at Joe's?
Butter cake.
Yeah, butter
That's
cake.
automatic.
No, that's
ravioli.
I'm like, can you make the ravioli with butter cake, please?
Ravioli on the side?
Side ravioli.
Always some side ravioli.
Steak alla Bruno is like what my pops used to get all the time. So, I mean, that has a special place in my heart. But yeah, like just it's usually like a steak or something.
Yeah.
So what Filipino food I hear? Is it by any chance?
Filam.
What's that?
Oh!
All right, guys. What's your last
FREE99 podcast? No,
so Phil, go ahead, guys.
It's like Daily. I would say Daily City's most popular like barbecue chicken or barbecue skewers. You were probably at a party and didn't know it was Filam.
Okay.
You know how you know if it's Filam? If you seen that the barbecue stick was cut into two.
Yes.
Because the pieces of chicken or pork are fucking humongous.
Yeah.
And also,
next time, Filam on us. Next time we're out here. And it's cash only.
Cash only.
Bad.
Yeah, so just Venmo me, dog. So anyway, so
what Filipino food then are you coming out here for?
Real quick, I want to say though.
Oh, sorry.
In terms of like barbecue sticks, I think Filam is the last standing because Manila Eatery on Geller,
R.I.P.
they just closed down.
Dang, why?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Damn.
My bar was in the I was getting cut by Butch. Shout out to you, Butch. You're an asshole. But shout out to him. So he was basically telling me like, "Yo, man, this is our last day," and I was like, "Damn."
Still not going in.
Exactly. I was like, I wonder if Folders Phil has open.
The other day I went to Lucky Chances. Just because, like, I miss it, you know, like after the club.
That was the after club.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
before they took phone orders, you could not order on the phone. Remember? Prior to the pandemic, you could not order on the phone.
That was the after spot.
But eating it at like 8, 9 p.m. It's not the same.
No,
man.
sober. No.
Yeah. Like you gotta be like lightweight, blackout drunk to eat there and be like, oh, this is amazing.
I think we've all talked about this before. But they also have some of the freshest ice water. Have you ever had like ice water there before?
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy, dog.
Really?
Crisps.
Crisp.
Their Halo Halo is always on point.
Yeah, dude, Halo.
Their Halo Halo is on point.
Fuck, man, I'm hungry. I need today.
I know, man. We should go there after.
What's your
fuck with me, Jess.
What's your go-to Filipino food in Hayward? Is it Jerry's?
Oh, no. Jerry's Grill.
Is it? This is not San. This is like San Leandro. Is it
fresh pizza?
Come on, man! You knew I was gonna say it because shout out to my auntie that worked there.
Hey, but fresh pizza's popping though.
You get a sisig or a chicken adobo pizza,
and like they got the
what?
If we didn't want to go out like clubbing like at 1:30, or excuse me, they would stay open to like 1:30, and they have a band and shit. It was kind of popping.
I used to catch the Pacquiao fights there.
Oh, okay.
fresh pizza.
We used to go there for the Pacquiao fights.
Because like we'd be out outside, like, hey, Pacquiao fights here, and then we'll just order like just as long as you order food, you watch the fight for free.
That's the joke. Then.
Yeah, the only thing I know about Hayward is that
hometown buffet.
There's some random chick out there with a good smelling room.
Oh.
Ooh.
Anyway, so
that's San Leandro, right?
Where?
The fresh pizza.
San Leandro.
Jeromeville.
Yeah, good top. We have a toppings too.
No, you have the only standing toppings, right? Because the toppings over here like is gone, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
I don't know, but the toppings out there where I'm at, prints money.
Is that right?
I would love to be an investor in that.
Dude, I'd invest just in one dish, and that would be Java rice.
Yeah, Java rice and roasted chicken, we good.
Yo, did you see? I think they might have closed down Broster's Chicken.
They did close that in Westlake. And then there's a Jerry's Grill.
Yeah, it's cool.
Jerry's Grill's trying to make it out here too, but you can't make it out.
You got an Isla. You guys got an Isla too, right?
Yeah, we fuck with Isla.
We have an Isla out in our way. It's expensive though.
All you can eat rice.
Oh what?
Yeah,
I don't think
the Isla here is all you can eat white rice.
I know all you could drink. Soda.
Bro, I was like, yo, is this at SP2? I will be there tomorrow, man. Damn, man. There is a lot of good Filipino food. I mean, Daly City is the best.
Yeah, Daly City is
obviously. You agree? Oh, thank you.
No, Daly City, obviously. Like, we came out here for some silugs the other day. I forgot what it was called.
Chibogs.
Yep.
I fuck with Chibogs.
Yeah,
as a restaurant as a whole.
Yeah, Chibogs is legit.
That's a bar.
I wanted to try hella stuff when I was there, but I just didn't have it in me.
Did you get the
I had to go family party after. Huh? No, I didn't. I only got like the barbecue chicken and then just like the regular top. Oh no, bungus.
Because they do a crispy top down.
Fuck with bungus.
They do a kare. Oh, that's right. You don't like kare.
Yeah.
Is it the peanut butter that throws you off?
It's like one of those things where like, you know, it sounds good, it's cool, but
do you like
nothing I crave.
Do you like pineapple?
No, I don't.
See, bro, I know that's why we get
pineapple.
Yeah. I don't like pineapple on pizza. You might as well just start throwing
on
pizza
and
mandarin oranges.
I'll eat it, but I won't order it.
Yeah, I'll eat it too, but I won't order it.
Okay. If we're saying that, I'll eat it. I won't be happy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like, yo, guys.
I mean, I'd rather
pineapple. Put me down for pineapple.
I'll be at Costco, guys.
Mine will be a chicken white sauce pizza before always chicken white sauce.
You guys reheat your pizza?
Yeah, in the oven.
Air fryer.
Oh yeah, air fryer or the oven.
You ever seen that in the pan? In the pan. Look at Jesse. Look at that, dude.
And you steam it? Like you put the top on to get the cheese wet?
Nah, I go the fat way. I just put hella butter on that bitch.
Boom.
Bow. Clog me arteries, boy.
Bow. Gout's coming.
Damn, man. So...
live, dude.
We need an episode 2.
Wait, we need an episode
butter? 2. See,
with the butter?
I'm gonna leave it on that clip. I'm gonna leave it on that cliffhanger because we need an episode 2, Jess.
Okay.
And I think we should just do maybe a taste test of exotic meats.
Definitely.
If Gus or I slips in our own exotic meat in there,
hey,
nobody could be upset.
Vienna.
I was looking more towards like this. Yeah.
The little smokies.
I'm a grower, not a shark.
Are you still doing the podcast?
It's kind of on hiatus right now. Just been really busy. Like after the
they don't say.
Yeah, like after the things really opened up, like things got busy.
Yeah,
you know,
money's
which is
outside.
Great. Yeah, so people aren't as afraid to go out. Obviously, we're still trying to be cautious, but for the most part.
Quick
balls to the walls, guys!
Balls to the wall!
We're going streaky!
Yeah, no, seriously.
We're going streaky, guys!
The first couple months were weird out there because people were like, it was like they didn't know how to get in or get out, and is it cool? Is it not cool?
I mean, just that's 2
mask,
years.
No mask.
Yeah,
that's 2 years of these kids who go out to the club and all they know is their TikTok dances, so they do them 6 feet away from each other and shit. Wow. This is awkward, bro.
But honestly, the clubs aren't really where it needs to be quite yet, and it's tough because rising cost makes it hard for a big space to kind of be there if you have $25,000-$30,000 in rent, but yet people are still kind of this generation doesn't go out as much.
Yeah,
they have everything at their
disposal. Easy.
Yeah, I know you have a kid.
3.
Well, yeah, but I know you have a kid that's like of
18,
age.
Yeah.
And
that's wiggling.
Yeah, that's chilling. Like you could probably just hang out at the house, and you're not really tripping if her friends come over.
That's true.
And like they might be drinking in the fucking garage,
allegedly in the dining room, and allegedly
Boone's
the dad might be there.
Yeah, see,
allegedly the dad might offer him psychedelics. Just all allegedly.
Yeah, and allegedly you'll take a couple shots. But us growing up, like second generation,
you had to hide that shit.
Parents were like, "You want to be DJ?
Yeah,
forget it.
Go to the mail. Go to USPS."
Huh? They didn't know what a promoter was.
Yeah, you know, my parents. This is like one thing that always stuck with me. My dad was like, "Yo, your friends are gonna outgrow you one day. Like, do you want to go to Hawaii with them, or do you want to go camping because you can't afford them?" And I was like, "Damn, Dad, I'm about to go camping in Hawaii."
Wow.
But yeah, that was something.
That's why you got the ACG.
Boy,
you got the ACG.
All condition. All conditions.
That's sleet.
Rain, sleet, snow.
Yeah, like that just always stuck with me because they didn't understand it. They came here with their dream of us becoming,
mailmen
or lawyers or
working at the airport,
nurses,
or become a civil engineer.
And now it's kind of a trip, like being able to take my dad to, I don't know. My dad went to like a Joe Coy event. Like where he got to meet him with my uncle.
That you hosted?
I didn't host it, but we were able to
get
some
homies.
Yeah, and we were able to get him some tickets, and he just like,
"I'm
the man, homie."
Yeah,
that's like
my son.
Yeah,
my son.
That's kind of dope.
That is dope.
So it's like those are like the little wins that we're.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, like anytime you can kind of like pass it on to like a parent, I think that's amazing. Especially Joe Coy, man. Anything that can be seen on ABS, CBN, or TFC, and then conveyed on Facebook, and then reposted by the aunties in between the like for a prayers. That's fucking amazing.
Like for prayers. What'd you think of Easter Sunday?
We talked about this.
Progression.
We're out there.
Yes.
Baby steps, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like we.
Ask me.
No.
That's me asking.
You didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I think Progresso. Okay,
no, but it's really good for us to be out there. Like they gave him, a budget. Someone believed in it, and it's just like, it was progression. Like somebody else is gonna get that chance now.
Yeah.
And I think that's only gonna challenge everybody to write something better and bigger. And be able to execute, or actually, let's go back and say it's gonna give a kid that's like 10 or 12 years old that kind of loves film already.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you know what? That guy's Filipino. I'm Filipino. I'm gonna be able to do that one day.
Jackie Robinson effect.
Jackie Robinson, the Black Little Mermaid effect.
Right,
dude, that shit is I'm not even joking. That shit is amazing, man. Because like when they were showing like clips of people watching like just the trailer,
the intro, like
dude, it's like it is amazing.
Hers Bell, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Who was that? Was that
her?
Oh, her, yeah.
Gabzilla.
I'm with it.
Hey, yeah, she's fly. Yeah, she's fly, bro.
I wish what's crazy? Like back in the day, she used to sing at Six Flags. And like fucking be at all the Club Works events when they would shut down Six Flags. And she'd come.
Wow, shout out Club Works.
Dude, shout out Gabby Wilson, Something to Prove. Look it up on Spotify. One of my favorite songs.
Somebody sent me a video of that and I was like, damn, I was probably there.
Yeah. That's me in the hot hat.
And there's Pilo. It's like all Italian shit. Oh, look, it's Lil Russell. Pilo's selling corn dogs.
Exactly. But it was crazy.
Six Flags had a Goldilocks kiosk.
Damn.
Do you remember that? The one in Vallejo?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking tight, man.
Sorry.
That became That's Great America.
That's my
Dang, Great America. We only got 10 years to go there, dude. Otherwise, it's gone, man.
Yeah. You better get a chicken corn stall or something.
Funnel cake.
Exactly.
And do a music video.
Yeah.
And get your airbrush.
Y'all better start selling a fucking... I'm drunk.
What was your favorite artist you seen perform at one of your events?
Ooh.
Oh, but yo.
Gus with the heat.
That's
dog.
a good one. Yo, so I seen Drake perform.
Your favorite rapper?
Yeah, my favorite rapper, and I was like a part of it, but not a part of it.
Was this after Summer Jam?
No, it was.
Was this Unibrow Drake or?
It was. He performed at SAP.
Oh, okay.
So I was on the phone with them for like 3 months. Yo, I got $5,000. Okay, we're down to do $5,000.
Wow.
We're down to do $5,000.
Fuck.
Okay, cool.
With OVO for 5 months, for 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so Drake's people are like, yeah, we'll do it. I don't know if it was Future, the Prince. I don't know who I was talking to. I don't remember. But
Nico.
No, it wasn't Nico. Nico's a great guy though. But
I heard.
He's really nice. Anyways, so we're talking, and then Best I Ever Had came out.
Yeah.
And then said, hey, we can't do it for that number. So I was like, yo, they want some big money.
They wanted 20 at least.
Yeah.
So this guy, Nate, came through. And he put it up for 20.
Wow. Did he make it back?
I think he got close. Because I think it was like $75 to $100
Per head?
Per head to get in. But the coolest thing was that
You touched Drake's head.
No. So Drake, this is when he was doing
You like that?
I'm the fucking man. You already know me.
YOLO?
No, the motto.
The motto. Yeah.
Which was shot in the Bay too.
Shot in the Bay, right?
Yeah.
He wore that Supreme. Anyways, go ahead.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Cheetah
So he had
print.
come through. I didn't realize how big Drake is. He's a big guy. He's like 6'3" at least.
He's 6'3".
He's huge.
Yeah, I can kind of see the video because he's next to 40 and he's next to Fab, and they're both pretty tall.
Fab's tall too.
Tall. Well, Drake's probably taller than him.
Yeah, Drake's pretty tall.
Yeah,
6'3".
These dimensions on the.
So he's big, right? So like I'm trying to holler at him. I'm trying to give him 3 bags of Imperium clothing, and they're like, nah, he's just kind of getting in his groove and stuff. And I was like, let me give it to somebody. Like this is a lot of clothes. I brought all sizes for everybody.
Yeah.
So then I was like, let me put it on the bus, and
The Weeknd was there.
no, I don't think the Weeknd.
Oh no, sorry. It was
But yeah, so like we were able to just see him perform, but he had bought shots for everybody in the club of Patron, and then he
which was the one back then.
Yeah, which is like
which
the
is the
1942. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it
So he
was.
bought Patron for everybody, and then he performed, and then he did like 30 minutes.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
That's kind of dope, dude. And just, I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. I can't even joke around
But
with that.
that's not the best one though.
What?
So we had Bruno.
Oh,
We had Bruno Mars at Sabor, which is now SB2, and we got Bruno Mars for like $10,000.
What?
It was crazy, right?
Got the auntie discount for
Super.
Bruno.
Did he like bless on the way out and shit?
So Bruno Mars. So we strategically booked one of our homegirls from Hawaii who used to play Storyville and Polang all the time. DJ Annette. Shout out DJ Annette, Hawaii. Holla. So she was playing.
I don't usually do that. I'm so sorry.
So she was on the bill, and like it's fucking packed. There's like 750 people in there
At the club?
at the club. And like she's playing, like this is kind of like in the EDM era, like EDM super big.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to come out and say hi. And then she started talking pigeon to this dude.
Oh, hey, bro.
Yeah. And like, oh, you too good, bruh. And then he looked at her and grabbed the mic and then put on like a crazy show. And I have this picture where he's just holding the mic and there's just like fucking rows of hands. But like people got in there for like $20, dude.
What was the cover he did? Because he likes to do covers. Do you remember a cover he did?
I just remember I was in awe because he didn't want to go on. And literally we're sitting right here, and you know, Bruno's where Jan is, and she's telling him like, "Oh, you too good, bruh. Like you forgot." And then he looked at her like with this like, "Fuck this," and then grabbed the mic and went on and fucking performed
Karaoke
and
style.
I'm just
He
like,
did it, dog.
yeah, do a straight track show, and I was like, "Yo, like this is fucking."
I mean, that's like you didn't expect that shit for sure.
No, because he was being he's you know, a small guy.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, you know,
He's like the auntie size, like 5'2".
Yeah, you know, and so he was
Put you
like,
in your put in your pocket kind of guy. Shout out Bruno though.
Yeah, shout out to you, Bruno.
He didn't want to take pictures with nobody.
Peter.
He was just a little standoffish. He was kind of wondering why he was there. You know?
Oh, like he was lost. He's
like, it's like a family party, but there's no food.
You know, like, so, like, yeah, when he went on, and then it was just magical.
Bro, we have to do another episode.
Yes, we do.
Because your life is fucking crazy.
No.
I'm living through you. I'm so washed and old.
I just think, we do have to do another episode just because... I think, man.
There's a lot, dude. We haven't really covered too much, bro.
So, and we are. I mean, we are at time.
Okay.
Fuck. I want to keep going, but then, you know. Anyways,
I want to thank Rommel for having you get on. Like I said, like. We've known each other before, but this is the first time we're formally interacting, and then we have a lot of connections.
Very much so. Oh, and I want to say that so when I was telling people that I'm coming on, you know, the podcast, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, who's it with?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, my boy Gus, who had We Eating, which is like damn near fuck yeah, that's delicious."
Oh my! I've never seen you do that before. Where you like fucking
15 years prior,
yeah,
and fucking, we saw it with a white guy and a black guy, but it had already happened, guys. You just didn't know it. So, you know, shout out to my guy because, that's big. And, he had video shit with distortion of static before motherfuckers had video.
Imperium was...
So let me give this guy his flowers, guys.
Yeah. And also Rommel was the co-host. I don't know if that was mentioned.
Who was your co-host? John? Was it Big John?
Big John.
Big John.
Big John. Boogie.
He's the
Dre's. He's the Dre's now.
I see John every time I'm at Dre's, and it's the same guy, bro. And I love him
always.
For it. And it's like, fuck, dude. I love that he's up there with Franny and fucking just doing his thing, and they're just running the show over there.
I think what you did was very important because, you know, Gus, you have put in fucking levels of work, and to finally receive those flowers on fucking video.
Wait, nobody's fucking said that shit? Never? Oh my God!
Swear to God! Thank you.
Swear, no.
I mean, I've always known. Everyone has always known, but no, you know, that's the thing though. A lot of people don't give flowers while they can still smell them.
You know what it is? We just work.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
I can't smell them. My allergies.
For sure. Now, so how about this, bro?
That's what that is.
Let's fucking start it, dude. Because I got big dudes on my side. You know what I'm saying? They're ready to fucking eat.
What is going on right now,
do that.
Can Rommel still be a part of this? Or
I cannot say no.
How about Janet?
I
cannot
say no. But yo, because look at
I can sell some merch or whatever.
That was early shit.
It was very early. What year is that?
That was ours. 5th episode, Senior CSIG didn't even launch, but we had them on.
But if you think about it though, man, you have all of these fucking random ass non-Instagram people talking about random spots, but you do know the spots. And we need to talk about this shit because I think Just is on some shit.
He's a visionary.
Just as big as Senor C-Sig is now. Look at that. 3-4 locations. We could actually film inside, bro. I remember there was a video y'all eating in the park, bro.
Yeah. That was street food. That was early. That was what was that that one chick that did the ice cream that all the hipsters like now? What's that shit called?
Smitten.
She was doing it on the back of a bike.
Which is actually, if we think about it, we should have thought is that hygienic, you know what I'm saying?
That was adobo hobo.
No. But it makes it taste that much better.
Yeah. It's like turo, right? Really, you're really outside.
No, that's like to row.
Yeah.
Yo, eating in a park.
That's episode 2. We
proceed to eyes.
Yo, there will be an episode 2
because I'm sure Ari was this with a fucking camera this big trying to film it.
That was a homie mono. It was all camcorder shit.
Oh, see,
and it was when you had to record on a DVC and then you had to upload it onto the. We eating was early.
Yep,
you
could just film that on your phone now, man.
Yeah, we actually were signed to Hoff TV, which is based out of Berkeley. That's why there was a pause for a year because we had a production deal with them and we didn't do any episodes because they wanted to. It's they shelved us in a sense.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Not even a 360. They shelved us. We signed away and we
what's
were trying
that? Tribe Called Quest quotable.
Rule number 3080.
Yeah, record people are what?
Shady.
Hey, you're independent as fuck. I fuck with it. You're independent as fuck. Man. It's like, I love it. Broke ass summer jam. Like, I feel it. Like, shout out to Hybrid Shine.
Right on. Shout out Hybrid Shine, man.
I shine, you shine.
You know, yo, it's my guys, bro.
All right, let's do it. Jen, what are your last words? What are your final words?
Good to meet you, Justin. What's like the least known fact that you're kind of like that people wouldn't really expect or know about?
Besides the whole medium-sized bench underwear, that's pretty good.
That you do, like do you do like pottery on the side, or do you do like
no
hidden talents?
Hidden talents? No, I mean everything that I do is pretty much an extension of what I love.
But like, what about your love for your YouTube channels, though?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm a gang archivist. Like, I love gang culture.
Yeah.
And like fucking, so my dream, like this is my biggest dream. Is that I want to create a movie that tells stories of like the 90s. Of like Filipino gangs.
Wow,
you're spitting.
You spit to the concrete rock right here, dog.
You're spitting.
And like even like the gang culture of like Filipinos.
He was about to get drafted by RPP.
He was drafted by both though.
Yeah. As a translator. No joke, dude.
That's fucking life. Hell yeah. But yeah, like that's kind of I've always wanted to make a documentary about the Filipino community, like. And it sucks that I would have to highlight those type of things, but
it's an untold story.
It's a very untold story.
Yeah, I think there's a value to it, just because I think with Filipinos, a lot of them think that once they come to America, that they just kind of appropriate to like the hip hop culture or something. But just the fact that like they get together and they become this gang. Usually gangs have like a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah.
I think that
Talgama, B&G.
All that. Like Bamboo. He has
shout out to fucking Bamboo.
He has an album where he talks about all like the LA gangs.
Yeah.
And like the stories that like they tell. I just have a fascination with that type of stuff.
What's your favorite YouTube that you follow on gang shit?
Right now, I mean, like during like when there was like hella funk in Sac, there was this dude named Coonville.
Coonville?
But that's not my favorite one. There's this dude Warren Cali.
He sent me that shit. He sent me that one night, and I got stuck watching it for like hours. I go to sleep till like 4 a.m. That shit is dope, dude.
The Stockton shit's kind of mesmerizing too.
Those dudes are crazy. The MB Nels.
Yeah, Muddy Boys.
Yeah, all those dudes.
MVs.
They're all the Bloods out there, Cambodians and stuff.
Gus, you got any final words?
I'm very thankful. You know what I mean? Like, this is a long time coming. Like, I feel like I should have always known this dude my whole life, because things that we did ran in tandem. Like, I was out in the club scene. You know what I mean? I helped the streetwear brand, and just to see him elevate that space and make it a full-time job was something I always dreamed of. You know what I mean? And it amazes me that you were gonna go in retirement, but it's like, nah.
Relax, Jay-Z.
Take it easy. And I'm very thankful for your time. I'm very thankful for taking this drive across the bridge.
For real. So I think we really have to go to Lucky Shaz after this. Make it worth it, shit.
No, like, honestly, I'm like super blessed to be in the position that I am. Like, I have a great wife, great support system that just like allows me to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And like just being able to like, being able to create and being able to stay creative, and really keeps you young.
Yeah.
Like in Step Brothers, he says, don't lose your dinosaur. I feel like I haven't lost my dinosaur yet.
Yo, why are you so
incredible,
dude? Bro, don't lose your dinosaur. We're talking about looking young, but he got a salt, pepper beard and this smoking nose, because that gives flavor, dog. This motherfucker got flavor. My last words are that, in your time, in your lifetime, as of right now, you've been through the ups and downs, and you have been able to identify now and separate the real from the fake. And it is these friendships, these relationships that you cultivate that will continue to give you the flowers and nourishment that you need on some fake deep shit. So shout out to you, Gus.
Right on.
I'm so happy you fucking got those flowers. Legit.
What is Thank you. What is your last words? Like,
what are your last words?
Where can they find you? What
for now. What are your last words for now?
Yeah, you know, you catch me at Series World Tour, Instagram, Justoner. Shout out to Dub's Garden, La Cause, Gallery Cannabis, Hidden Farms.
Look at this shit. Bow.
Check the Rolodex.
Country Club Reserve.
Country Club Reserves. That's an exotic.
We're slanging all the meats,
bro.
We have a couple other things. Oh, Heavy Arsenal. That's like the promotion game for the past 15 years. You know.
So you would say that's a pretty heavy arsenal.
It's pretty fucking heavy, dude.
That was such a dope name, too. I seen that name, and I was kind of jealous. Like, oh, they got an ill name.
Yeah, and like, you know, like this year, I'm just trying to give back. We just did a jacket drive. People came through, donated jackets. I got a huge toy drive coming up.
Let us know how we can help.
I want to make sure that everybody gets toys. Everybody has Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, that's always been a big thing. Like,
never lose your dinosaur.
Never lose your dinosaur, guys.
Episode 156, FREE99 podcast.
Peace out.
Justoner. I say owner because I'm an old dude. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.
Did
you have fun?
Yes, hell yeah.
Thank you. Good shit, Rommel.
No, good shit, dude. No, I think this goes.
We eating, bro. Let's go.